This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Korea is a lesson in the meaning of the human experience. We've exercised our military might several times since then, and we've let our military decline several times in that same period. As time goes by, different problems face us. The rhetoric of the Cold War is mercifully behind us, but as we look back over the 50 years, we must ask where the purpose of humanity has prevailed. Certainly not in the rubble that we left in the Korean Peninsula in 1953. Today, the 38th parallel still separates North and South, and the two constantly rattle sabers at one another. Certainly not in the superpowers who have faced off in the years since. One has folded and cracked into a number of smaller countries according to the dictates of nationalism. The optimistic and exceptional future of the other is in great doubt. Perhaps we can see the purpose of humanity in the field of medicine. But medicine, like every other endeavor of humanity, can be used by individuals or groups for greed and power and corruption. Medicine supports physical life, but does not replace the purpose worth fighting for or build the human spirit. Korea was indeed an essential step in our nation's search for a human purpose worth fighting for. To find that sense of purpose, we must first define that purpose. And today, in the bantering of our politicians and the truculence of our business community and the rootlessness of our laws and courts, the definition of what is worth fighting for eludes us. As an essential step in that search for purpose, Korea has caused us to question our confidence in the course of our nation. We see many parallels between the pre-Korea years and our course today. But that is the purpose of history, to draw parallels between the past and the present, and to learn about today from the actions of yesterday. In our lives, the search for purpose takes us to many destinations, but our journeys begin in our hearts. They are individual journeys, and they compel us to travel a path toward what is right and good about humanity. We often lose our way and become embroiled in private and public distractions. Regardless of national goals and strategies, Korea was on that path toward what is right and good about humanity. Our purpose is found in that eternal quest for the universal in right and good, that which transcends cultures and nationalities, that which is found in helping another to live a better life. Often elusive and overshadowed by our own pursuits, that duty to help others defines the meaning of our human purpose. In our own way, we tried to do that in Korea. Some think our nation has taken a dangerous turn in the past half-century. I don't think so. I'm a great believer in the American experience. The development of the United States over the past 3 centuries has been unique in history and has produced a unique nation. The United States, as a Western nation, has viewed itself as endowed with an exceptional mission to evangelize the world with its economic and political and military principles. We went to Korea with the firm expectation that the Koreans would be eager to learn from us and to adapt their own ways to ours. Perhaps that attitude has not served us well internationally, but it prevailed among Americans in the 1950s. After a year in Korea, I learned that the Koreans had been on that peninsula many centuries longer than we had. They had their own culture, and their own traditions, and their own purpose. They often looked upon ours as inferior to theirs. Unprepared though we may have been, we went to Korea with the self-perception that we were cultural superiors seeking to help a cultural inferior. We saw there a culture that, in many respects, dwarfs the American culture. We came back as equals in the human experience. Collectively and individually, we will always continue on that trail toward our human purpose. We will stumble into the future, confident that the answers are within our grasp. We will make wrong turns, convinced that our course has been conclusively and righteously charted. We will set false goals, certain that our destinations are worthy. We will continue to search right up until the end.